What do these numbers actually mean? Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. In this video we'll be discussing what the brake balance actually means within Gran Turismo 7 and how you can use it to your advantage to gain lap times and win races. So as we all know, the brake balance within Gran Turismo 7 has 11 values, those ranging from -5, which is the most forward brake bias, to +5, which is the most rearward brake bias. Now obviously with Gran Turismo 7's understeery physics, you normally tend to want to have a more rearward brake bias, although until recently it's not been very clear what those numbers actually mean. But with the addition of 4 recent race cars, those being the Ferrari 296 GT3, the Porsche 911 GT3R, the Ferrari 499P and the Peugeot 9X8, we are now able to see just what these numbers actually mean. So jumping straight into it with the 992 GT3R, and as we can see here, the further rearwards you go with the brake balance, the smaller the increments actually get, which is quite interesting because as we can see here, when you move the brake balance further forwards, you could see that the opposite actually happens with maximum rearwards brake balance of 33.3% and maximum forward brake balance of 75% respectively, which can lead to a huge difference in how the car handles, particularly in the 992 GT3R, which is a rear-engined car, which obviously will have a rear-biased weight distribution. So bearing this in mind will be very important to improving your lap times and just in general race awareness. Now, one thing we need to note is the actual values of increments. So going rearwards, the first increment is 3.9%, and then the next increment is 3.6, and then 3.3, and then a 3% decrease in forwards brake balance, and then a 2.9 increase in or decrease in front brake balance, which is very interesting because it's not actually linear there, which I don't really understand, but that's what can you do, that's the game for you. And then as you move the brake balance forwards again, the increments are actually bigger, as I previously mentioned, with a 4.1% increase in front brake balance for -1, 4.5% increase to 58.6 for -2, 5% increase for -3, 5.4% for -4, and then interestingly again not quite linear, with 6% difference being the change for -5 brake balance. So jumping into the Ferrari 296 GT3 here, and as you may expect, the values are the same across both the Porsche and the Ferrari so far, both forwards and rearwards. Now, this isn't necessarily related to brake balance, but you might notice the tyre pressures and the temperatures displays on the dash there, and unfortunately they do not work within the game, although I wish they did, and I hope it's something they rectify in a future update. Another car which also features tyre pressures and visible brake balance is the Ferrari 499P, which is shown here. And as you can see, it's more of the same, with 33.3% front brake bias when set to +5 and 75% front brake bias when set to -5. And it's more of the same here with the Peugeot 9X8, as you can see here, with the same values that we previously saw on the 499P, the 296 and the 992 GT3R. Now you might be wondering, what about the BMW M Hybrid V8 and the Porsche 963, because they were also cars that have been recently added into Gran Turismo 7, so surely they should also have brake balance values shown within them too. So as you can see here, with the Porsche 963 on the left hand side and the BMW M Hybrid V8 on the right hand side, the brake balance value is purely numerical as seen within the game normally, so there's not really much to have a look at here, aside from the tyre pressures, which can be seen on the BMW again. So to conclude, the brake balance within Gran Turismo 7 is not linear, and definitely an interesting talking point when it comes to maximising lap times. Now, if you do want to see more videos like this, please leave a like, subscribe, and let me know what you would want to see down in the comments. Bye bye.